I'm Dr. Scott Spear, and you're watching the Plastic Surgery Channel.
Welcome to Plastic Surgery News. I'm your host, Deanne Moore, filling in for Lindsay Hall. Thank you for joining us today. In this week's report, we'll find out about a secret and illicit surgery operation run by a husband and wife team in Sin City. Tell you how the British may be getting built by plastic surgeons using hard sell tactics, and explore the physics of facial injuries in car crashes to see whether new safety devices really make a difference. All of that coming up. But first, when it comes to breast reduction, augmentation, or reconstruction procedures, there's quite a gap between a good surgical experience and a great surgical experience. There's no such thing as a fun surgery, of course, but a group of researchers from Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center say they have narrowed the differences down to several factors crucial to the patient's satisfaction with their breast surgery experience. The study, which surveyed 48 breast surgery patients, was published in the journal BMC Women's Health. The authors found that the survey subjects' satisfaction with their surgery experience could be characterized by satisfaction with their breasts, satisfaction with the overall outcome, psychosocial well-being, sexual well-being, and physical well-being. In addition to quantifying patient satisfaction within the study group, the research team developed the Breast Q, a meticulously detailed questionnaire designed to qualitatively measure patient perceptions following breast surgery. Researchers believe the Breast Q will complement current clinical outcome measurements and provide surgeons with an important metric for documenting clinical performance appraisals, as well as advance advocacy and insurance coverage efforts. In other breast augmentation news, it's swimsuit time in North America and across the continent, with thoughts of women are turning to breast implants. Canada is no exception, but even as thousands of Canadian women gear up for surgical enhancement, one plastic surgeon in Quebec is wondering if they're getting enough information before doing so. Dr. William Papanastasiou, who has practiced for more than 20 years, is concerned that his fellow Atlantic side surgeons have fallen into complacency when scheduling breast enhancement surgery and failing to apprise patients of new implant products that might perform better. Dr. Papanastasiou refers in particular to anecdotal industry figures indicating that more than half of all implants in Quebec are saline, compared with just 10% in the rest of Canada. While demonstrably safe and effective, saline implants are relatively old technology and may have significant performance problems over the long term. Saline implants are, after all, little more than round bags of salt water. Their 10-year shelf life and tendency to harden, ripple at the sides, and otherwise lose their pleasing appearance are all disadvantages compared to cohesive silicone gel implants, a newer breast implant technology. The filler material in silicone gel implants better mimics the consistency of natural breast tissue and also retains a more natural shape. Other physicians in Quebec agree, and theories as to why Quebec surgeons tend to stick with the tried and true saline implants are many. Some argue that gel implants are less popular in Quebec due to their higher cost, about $1,500 more Canadian dollars than saline implants. Others cite the increased complexity of the gel implant operation as a factor. And still others say that some Quebec surgeons have bad memories of the flawed liquid silicone implants popular in the 80s, which have been illegal in Canada since 1992. For whatever reason, surgeons in Quebec continue to prefer saline implants, even as the preference for saline implants outside of Quebec is decreasing. On the west coast of Canada, the saline gel ratio is reversed. One Vancouver surgical practice reports that gel implants are now being used in some 80% of all breast enhancement procedures. Both saline and gel implants are safe, and a board-certified plastic surgeon can determine which type is best suited for a patient based on a number of factors. If you're considering breast augmentation, make sure you discuss all available options with your doctor prior to making a decision. Coming up after the break, we'll find out whether new car safety devices are having any effect on the need for plastic surgery after car crashes. And we'll give you the scoop on a husband and wife team running an illicit cosmetic surgery practice in Sin City. We'll be right back.